While working on my multimedia package, the biggest thing I've taken away from it is just the importance of having high-speed internet. And in a world where high-speed internet is continuing to become an essential piece of our infrastructure and having an extreme impact on remote workers.
My focus in Cherokee County, which the reason that I picked that specific county was because they show the highest levels of poverty rates. Fiber connections are not as well established as they should be. It is a rural community. They have many different issues that they face every day. Whether, spotty reception. One of the administrators that I had spoken to said that she has to she can't even do her work at her house because her connection is so bad there. So I think that was probably the most surprising, is that you would think there is one specific problem regarding broadband, but as I've learned, there's so many different things happening, not only in Cherokee County, but in other places around Western Carolina as well.
I think mainly everything is online at this point. After COVID and needing to do school online, go to doctor's offices online, there's just so many different aspects of our lives that are crucial to being like a human being that we really need internet access for at this point.
Specifically in Silva and Chloe, North Carolina, a lot of restaurants had to switch to dining in other ways. So instead of inviting people into their restaurants, they were able to have people take out or deliver food. And having internet access to that is crucial, because being able to access apps and the internet to be able to sell that food via a takeout service is really useful.
I think that was the most interesting and surprising thing about it to me, is that it's not just about getting to go on Facebook and post whatever. It's also about how can we expand our business because of this, and what are all the opportunities that are available. So I just found that really interesting.
Especially families, because a lot of students, especially after the pandemic, require Zoom or telehealth or anything to be able to access their classes and their online schedules and everything. So we're just trying to put that issue on display and through interviewing residents and different members of nonprofit organizations.
So students access the internet through a variety of ways to gain information at school, whether that's homework, or they have a snow day, or during COVID when they would completely online. So it's heavily dependent on for them to have it.
Hikers, people that are just traveling to Asheville can get lost on trails or have issues or injuries where they need help, and with a lack of connectivity and or broadband, that often means they can't reach anybody, and it can mean life or death situations.
In 2022, internet and broadband is everything for us right now. It is what runs our businesses. It's what runs our lives. It's what helps us coordinate our lives. And it's a form of communication that we cannot live without ultimately.
In my opinion, internet access is a human right, especially in 2022, with COVID, with Zoom, with education.
Advocating for high-speed broadband in Western North Carolina is it's more like a necessity, such as in the past, expanding of electricity to rural areas. It's similar, but now we face more of a problem because it's a divide that it's creating between social classes.
And I think WNC Broadband is doing a really great job of advocating, especially for Western North Carolina as an area. And this is an area that I think is pretty underserved, and they're doing a great job of bringing a lot of awareness to it.